Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Very good afternoon to everyone. Today I, Simran Kaur, welcome you to AICT Insights, a show on education, innovation, startup, entrepreneurship and much more. Today's episode we will be covering Smart India Hackathon. As we all are aware about the recent success of Smart India Hackathon, we have with us Mr. Sarim Moim, Innovation Officer, MIC. A very warm welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much, Simran.
We all are very curious to know what actually happens after the success of Smart India Hackathon. We want to know what goes around after the hackathon gets over. So today's episode, we will be covering all about the events post-hackathon. So sir, let's start today's episode by discussing what is happening after the hackathon.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Simran, for the brief introduction. And we have been receiving numerous queries from the student fraternity, like what are the activities, what is going to happen post-hackathon. So I have created a small presentation like what are the initiatives which we will be doing after the post-hackathon. So right now I'm sharing my presentation telling you about the hackathon. I would like to give a brief presentation how the entire hackathon, which had an enormous response, I will give you a brief about it. So what is a Smart India Hackathon? So it is a platform to solve some of the pressing problems of the society, organization and the government. And if you see the Smart India Hackathon, it has inculcated a culture of product innovation, problem solving and out of the box thinking. And Smart India Hackathon has been quoted as the world's biggest open innovation model. And this hackathon has given an anchor to host other hackathons. So many of the ministries, many of the industry, they are hosting the hackathon to get some of the bright minds of the country. So if I talk about the hackathon, so we had two categories of the hackathon. The first one was inviting the problem statements from various ministries, departments, state governments, industries. And the second one is the student innovation category, where the student fraternity, they can give the solution against the themes of the Smart India Hackathon. And all these problem statements, they can be categorized under the software category or the hardware category.
So I would like to know any new theme that was added this year.
Right. So previously we were having 16 broad themes. So namely smart vehicles, smart education, healthcare and green tech. And with the success of the Chandrayaan mission, we had included the space technology as one of the new themes. And we have received a good response from the student community.
And so what were the problem statements that were being given this year?
So we had received various problem statements from the defense side, from the ISRO side, from the Ministry of Jal Shakti. So we had a good response from the ministry side as well. So it includes various problem statements related to the defense category, healthcare, improvement in renewable energy resources. So we had good amount of problem statements from various ministries and departments. So if we talk about the outcomes of the Smart India Hackathon and the glimpse from the starting of the hackathon. So our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has been championing this event since its inception, and every year he interacts and addresses the students. So as you can see, starting from 2017 until 2023, he has been there, and he has been supporting, and he has been addressing the students across all year.
So sir, what has been the outcome of these Smart India Hackathon?
So since its inception, many of the startups, many of the solutions, they have been deployed across various ministries and departments. So more than 100 startups, directly or indirectly, which were linked with the hackathon, they have been set up, and more than 20 solutions have been implemented at the various departments and ministries. So if we talk about the growth of the Smart India Hackathon, so if you see the first graph, in 2017, we had more than 7,000 ideas, and in 2023 we had more than 51,000 ideas submitted by the student team. This is a sevenfold increase, and that's why we are quoting that this is the world's biggest open innovation platform, and no other hackathon in the world has this much reach. And if you talk about the growth in number of teams, we had 7,500 teams in 2017, and since then it is increasing to 20,000, and now it's more than 44,000 teams which have participated in the Smart India Hackathon. And apart from that, many of these centers are designated as the host institute which host the hackathon, and from 2017 until date we have more than 82 nodal centers which are going to host the hackathon. So we have already executed the grand finale of the Smart India Hackathon senior edition, and there is upcoming junior edition in the month of February. And apart from that, we have a good amount of participation from the ministries and departments. So it's continuously increasing, and for this hackathon we had 51 departments participating in this hackathon.
So if we see female team counts, it's approximately 3,000 something. So how are we encouraging women participation in hackathon?
Yes, what we are doing for empowering women-led teams, since its inception in 2017, we have been promoting that each member team should have one female member. And this year, we have a good number of female teams, 3,292, which had all the female as a team members. And this year, many of the all female led teams have been declared as a winner as well, for which I will be providing information in the upcoming slides. So as you can see, this is the graph of the nodal centers and the states where the hackathon was held. So 48 nodal centers all across in India, covering north, south, east, west, and the central region. So if you see, this is the best example of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, covering the north, south, east, west, and the central region. And as the Honorable Prime Minister vision, each student team, they travel to various places, they explore new places, they get to know about various culture and initiatives. So this is the perfect blend to collaborate and connect with everyone. And in addition to it, many of these student teams, they get to know about various industry experts, they get in touch with them, there is a networking activity, so which eventually helps them to build a good network for future course of life.
That's very nice to know, sir. So what is the state-wise participation? How are we encouraging tier 2, tier 3 cities to participate in Smart India Hackathon?
Right. So till date, we have good participation from the Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra side, but we have very less participation from the northeastern, Jammu and Kashmir. These are a few states. So we have few schemes of the AICT like PMSSS and minority schemes. So we are trying to encourage, and we will further inculcate those schemes along with the Smart India Hackathon. So through this, we will definitely have increase in the number of participation of the student teams. So this is the statistics of the grand finale of the Smart India Hackathon. We had 48 nodal centers, we had 17 broad themes, we had 1,300 teams participating in the grand finale, and more than 7,000 teams had participated. And as you were asking about how many female teams, so 59 female teams had qualified for the grand finale, and out of which 8 all female led teams had won the hackathon. So this is a good number, yes. And eventually we are targeting more women empowerment across all initiatives. So this is one of the kind initiative, and we are promoting across all our platforms. And apart from that, we had total of 275 winners, and with a prize pool of rupees 2.2 crore, which is no other initiative across India which is giving such big prize pool of money. So if you see, these are the statistics of various winning teams across India. So if you see that some of the teams from Manipur, Goa, Pondicherry, and even Uttarakhand, so they have won the hackathon. So we are trying to bring in more and more states to have good participation, and eventually they will reach the final stage, and they might be declared as a winner as well. This is the slide for the ministries and departments, and more than 50 departments had participated. These are some of the ministries. So Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Ayush, ISRO, Ministry of Coal. So they had participated in the hackathon. And if we talk about the process flow of the hackathon, so first is the ideation stage. We take the problem statement from various ministries and departments. These problem statements are published on our platform, and the student fraternity, they submit the idea. And after this, after the submission phase, these ideas are scrutinized by the evaluators, which is the screening round. And after that, there is the grand finale or real-time coding of the competition. And currently, we are at the stage of deployment. So we have already shared the guidelines, and along with the student teams data, along with the codes which they have developed and prototype, and these ministries and departments, they have nominated the officials, and shortly they will connect with the teams and help them to deploy the solution at the respective departments. So if you talk about the various projects which are implemented by the government bodies, so these are some 24 solutions which are currently either deployed or are in the process of testing phase or under development stage. So 24 projects as of now, but eventually we are targeting more than 100 projects by end of this year to be deployed at these ministries and departments.
And so what's next? After hackathon, what happens next?
Yeah, so we will be doing the innovation, design and entrepreneurship bootcamps. Right now, if you consider the solution, they are very crude in nature, and for that, to improve the design, we are hosting a design week celebration under our Prime Minister guidance. He had suggested we should have some design week celebration or a workshop. So we have planned for innovation, design and entrepreneurship bootcamp, which is a 5 days of workshop. And currently we have already completed the phase 1 of the bootcamp, and we will be organizing the phase 2 of the bootcamp across the 10 locations from 29th of January to 2nd of February. The second one is the project implementation. So we have already drafted the guidelines for the project implementation, and these have been shared with the respective ministries and departments. So if any of the department they want to check the implementation guidelines, there is the link which they can go and check how to implement the solution. Along with that, we have already shared the student data, project codes and presentation so that they can communicate and provide the necessary action. So if we talk about the flow of project implementation, the first one is the detailed presentation. The ministry and industry people, they invite the winning teams, they take a detailed presentation, and after that detailed presentation, they ask them to plan a project plan. They develop a project plan. So in that project plan, they ask for the resources which is required, how many servers, or is there any expert team which they need. So a project plan is required from those student teams. And after that, there is technical agency and list of experts they are nominated that will help them to mentor and deploy those solutions in the period of 6 months to 1 year. And after that, there is a regular tracking and monitoring of the project, and this typically takes about, as I said, 6 months to 1 year of project implementation. And if we talk about the intellectual property, so we have a clear-cut guideline that intellectual property of the solution which has been developed by the student teams, it rests with the student teams, but they provide a free lifetime support and the solution to the respective problem statement creator. So in this case, it is the ministries and the respective industry. So our next initiative is the funding through the Yukti platform. So Yukti is one of the repository of the ideas, innovation and startups from higher educational institution and nurturing them to scale up. And in the Yukti platform, we have various indexing across 3 levels: technology readiness level, manufacturing readiness level and investment readiness level. And through the Yukti platform, there is opportunity to avail the incubation support along with the funding part. So we are also coming up with angel investors network, where we will be having private investment from the various angel investors as well. So that is a program which we have lined up and probably will launch in coming few months as well. And apart from that, we have opportunity for the various students to participate in the international hackathons. So if we see, we have Singapore India Hackathon, which we had organized recently. We had ASEAN India Hackathon and the UNESCO India Africa Hackathon. So these are the few glimpses where the student teams of the Smart India Hackathon, which are the winners, they get a chance to participate in the international hackathon and represent India at an international level. So these are some of the initiatives which we did along with the winning teams of the Smart India Hackathon. In addition to this, we have also set up a alumni portal where we have the alumni of the entire Smart India Hackathon from 2017. So it is a network which is created with the past edition participants of the Smart India Hackathon, and we use them as an expert, mentor and evaluators for the new editions of the Smart India Hackathon. And along with that, if we have any exhibitions at a national stage, we invite them to provide their some leadership talk series, or they can showcase their idea or their startups. So they also get a chance to showcase at a national level. So this is one of the national exhibition at Pragati Maidan, which was hosted recently, and this is the entire alumni showcase the startups. Thank you so much, and this is a brief presentation what all are the initiatives which we will be doing for the student teams of the Smart India Hackathon.
So thank you for all the meaningful insights. Hope this session was meaningful to everyone listening to our episode. Stay tuned for more episodes, and do not forget to share, subscribe AICT Media channel. This is Simran signing off.
Thank you so much.